What's up, ballers? This video is going to be about Russell Westbrook, another powerhouse of an athlete. He reminds me of Vince Carter and LeBron James put together. If they had a baby, that's Russell Westbrook. Okay, so he's a monster. Now, that being said, as we are true to our form, we're going to look at his body mechanics and see how that could be impacting his possibility of getting injured and what he can do to start staving off that injury ASAP. Okay, so let's take a look. If you look at Russell Westbrook, even like right here, he has a sway back. Okay, a Donald Duck kind of like butt situation going on. This is not unique to him. Most athletes in general have this. Football, basketball, rugby. It's just because they're taking so much freaking impact all day in their sport. Okay, so he has a sway back going on. Now he's taking off. See ya. There's his sway back. You see it, you see it, you see it. Boom. Layup. Easy. Dude's a beast. Okay, here we go. This is what concerns me. When he takes off, okay, he bams it on somebody, then he has to land, boom, on one leg with that kind of sway back. That's already, just by means of his positioning of his back, he's already putting undue stress on his L1, L2, L3, L4, L5, his entire lower back, okay? And as such, he's doing that for hundreds and thousands of cycles through scrimmages and practices and games for the entire season and playoffs. That's grueling on his lower back. And I bet you, if you look at his injury list, guys, you're going to see low back problems, you're going to see knee problems, and foot and ankle problems, okay? And I bet he's dealing with lower back stiffness all the time. There he goes, about to take off. Oh, now he's about to shoot. Good pass. Good pass. Okay, here he goes. About to take off again. See his lower back right here, guys. It's already arched as he's airborne. He's going to bam it. When he bams it and comes down, he's landing and putting impact on that lower back. Now, here's the thing. The low back right here and the pelvis right here is not just localized lower back stiffness. It's not localized bad positioning. This right here, the low back and the pelvis being in this kind of Donald Duck position, is not a product of just this area being like this. It's actually a product of everything downstream, how his feet are taking impact, and how they're transmitting information from the ground up. Okay? Now, just to see this really in real time, I'm going to pull up this image I found on Google. I just typed it in the image bar, really. Okay, so this is what Russell Westbrook has. Okay? His low back looks like this, poking out. Now, as such, it puts, see this line right here, guys? What it's showing you is that now the stress is being placed in the front part of the body. Quads, knees, feet. Okay? So that means his toes, his arches, his knees are all taking the load because they aren't able to transmit the load up to the hamstrings, the glutes, and the abs very well, which is what this good, quote unquote, good postural position would allow you to do. So one thing that Russell Westbrook can begin to do is start addressing his feet, because I can bet you his feet are collapsed. Okay, if his feet are collapsed, his knees are already buckling in. His pelvis is already doing this. His pelvis has to do this situation to compensate for the feet collapsing in. It has no choice. Okay, so if he can start addressing his foot and get his arch to build, he would probably reduce his lower back, sway back issue by at least 60% or more. Okay, and this will stave off injury in the future and prevent him from having low back stiffness, which I bet he's already having consistently throughout the season, and allow him to play the game without worrying about his knees, without worrying about his back, without worrying about landing and then being like, oh man, I might have a shock in my lower back or my knees or whatever it might be. Okay. So this is just a way for this athlete to mitigate and stave off injury in the future. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure you hit subscribe. More videos like this coming up.